Okay, so I would like to show you how you can edit my templates that I've given to you in my presentation or somewhere along the line. So I'm going to show you the CMA presentation here and then show you how to get your listing presentation. So you want to just flick through the presentation till you get to the page, whoops, a bit too far. So we want to get to the open presentation button here. Now you'll notice the cursor will be an arrow, and then as you hover you'll see it turns into a finger that will click the button. So just make sure you've got the pointy finger there, and then that will open up the listing presentation for you. So what you want to do is it'll say view only. So what you need to do here is click file and then click make a copy. So this is going to allow, you need to be signed into Canva to do this. So what you want to do is actually ensure that you do that. The first thing you're going to do is change the name of the presentation. So I'm just going to call it Christy Ramage and listing presentation. So when I go to my home page in Canva, I know I can find it that way. So this is now your editable copy. The one here that's view only, that will allow other agents to jump in and copy. All right, so now we have an editable version. So what we want to do is just check each page, check the information. I'm going to teach you how to change the colors so that everything matches nicely according to your brand. Okay, so what you want to do, hopefully you've got some logos that you've saved. If not, reach out. That's something I can absolutely help you with. We can get you branded out. If not, what we can actually do is, here, I'm just going to close that. Where it says your logo, we can just put our name, Ramage. Okay, I'm just going to do something really quick and simple here. Just use some of the tools. I'm going to center it. And then I'm going to copy this and type in realtor and then do the little R using the special characters, and I'm going to make it really small and just kind of put it in the center. Okay, so if you don't have a logo, this is a really quick way to just get your name onto something. But really, I highly recommend reach out and we'll get you beautifully branded out. So I'm actually going to highlight it all and then hit group. And now if I want to copy that and put it on a different page and then resize it, everything is connected. Okay, and then we've got their eXp Realty logo over here. So maybe I want to make that just a touch smaller and put it where I want to. All right. Okay, now let's say I don't love the dark color. Maybe I want to invert it, or maybe I have a nice brand color because, you know, we've done a brand kit together and we want to make things look a little more unique. So when we click on this dark section, you know, you can click on it in any on any page, but I'm just going to do it on the home page here, the front page, and then you'll see the color, the background color square here. So click on that. And then if you've got your brand kit set up and you've got your brand colors, you can go ahead and load that up. I do a Canva session. If you're interested in doing that, reach out and I'll let you know when the session is going to be on. Otherwise, you can grab a hex code or something along those lines. So let's say we're going to go with the photo colors here. Let's say I'm into beige. This is my branding color. Looks quite nice with the photo actually. And when I clicked on that color, it gives me the option to change all. Okay, so that means everything in that gray color is now going to be the beige color. So I'm going to hit change all. And then you'll see down the bottom, the whole presentation is now beige and white. Okay, now if you wanted to, let's say that the color wasn't, was a bit too light, excuse me, and you want to change the font color in the same way. So you just want to click on one of the boxes with text. Click the text color here, and let's say we actually want it to be dark. And I actually, let me just highlight the whole text here, and then let's go for that dark. That's black. We could go a bit lighter with the dark, and if you want to play around and just sort of maybe make it a bit more of a nice gray color, find the right color. That looks good, and again, it's giving you the option for everything in the white color, change all. Okay, so that is an option for you. With this beige color, the white actually looked better. And just be mindful, some of the elements won't change. So I'll actually have to come into the second page. Let's say I wanted all the elements to be that color as well. I'm going to hit the color, find that gray color again, and then hit change all. So now my elements as well as the text are going to change, and you will need to come in here and change the EXP logos. Hopefully you've created a folder here, and then we can just go EXP logos, go back, folders. Oh, I'm in the wrong account here, but you can create a folder, and if you've got Canva Pro, you can create the brand kit and put your logos in. Okay, so I'm actually going to change this back. I wanted the light text. Let's say that this is, yep, I'm happy with that. Okay, perfect. So now what you want to do, so you've got your logo here, the colors are how you would like them. Now you just want to go through. Now let's say you've got your headshot here. I'm just going to pull in a headshot here. Headshot. Let's say this is my photo and I just pulled it in. Now if you have Canva Pro, you want to just hit edit photo, background remover. Now you don't have to do this, it just looks a little bit nicer, right? So I'm just going to put it in, get rid of this lady here, and then I'm going to put my own photo up here. I'm just going to line it up, zoom out a little bit using the bar here, and then shrink it down. Okay, so get your headshot in there. How funny, her top actually matches the background color quite a bit. And let's make it a bit bigger. All right, so get things looking good. Now another option for your photo, you can go to elements here, and then if you see frame, it'll show up frames, or you can actually just click on all and type in frame, and you'll see this section here. So you could actually bring in a circle, put your headshot in a circle if you preferred that. You can do that with a square. If you like the background, maybe you're in a park, you've got a really nice background, you could also do it that way. So let's say we wanted a square. We get our headshot in here, and let's just pull in something a bit different. Pull it in, and maybe we want the square to tuck in. So have a play around with that. There's a few options, and if you don't have Canva Pro, you can actually Google background remover. There's a lot of AI tools out there that can actually help you remove the background from your image without needing Canva Pro. Okay, so yeah, I don't love that, but anyway, have a play around with that. Now just remember, you want to go through, especially on this page, number 3, go through, you want to put your logo and name here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go back to my first page. I'm going to hit Command C or Control C if you're on a Windows computer. I'm just going to get rid of that. Paste my logo, and I'm going to make it the same size as this section down here. Now if I wanted to change the color, I could do that as well. Just sort of size everything out nicely. Pop your license number in, your city, your state. So this section, make sure you hit all those elements, make sure, and you could remove licensed realtor because you've already got it in the logo if you wanted to, and maybe just put them all in one line. But that's, yeah, have a play around, see what you think. You can just put a poll there, there we go, and then put something like, I don't know, Melbourne, Victoria, that's where I'm from, and then there we go. All right, perfect. So that looks pretty good, and then I would just sort of size it to match the length of the logo, line it up nicely. The value proposition here is pretty generic. You can go ahead and use that or change it as you see fit, but probably a good idea to, yeah, change it up just a little bit to be a bit more original and in line with what you're doing. Again, this is all pretty standard. Just please check it, make sure it's in line with what you're offering and the services that you provide, but it is pretty standard. So you can go through this. If you wanted to add a page here and there with a few more photos, it's a little bit text heavy. So this is just a nice starting point for you to play around with. Now this page here, make sure you, page number 7, you want to come in here, put the client name and the testimonial, and yeah, do the same. There's 3 spots here. Maybe if you had smaller ones. If you didn't have a long one like this, I could delete that. Copy this, copy all of this actually, copy both. And if you had 4 smaller ones, you could just like line them up here. Okay, so there's a testimonials page for you. And the images here, what you can do is, you know, have a look. Homes, let's just type that in. This has got beige in it. There we go. That actually goes well. You can just use the photos section here. Now, if you don't see photos here, you can go to apps. If you haven't used it before, the photos tool, just go to apps, type in photos, hit enter, and you'll see the app show up, and that's right here, okay? And the same for videos, the bulk create, any tools that I've got here that you can't see, you just want to type them in under apps. All right, so that's good. That's our client testimonials. There's a page here on why work with eXp Realty agents. So if you wanted to change the image up here, again, when I'll just put here teamwork or something. You know, you can do whatever matches you and your feel. So when you drag the photos, you just drag it to the edge, and it'll just lock into place, so that because a lot of people, they'll just click the image and then you're sort of dealing with, you know, this large image. So what you want to do is just grab it, click and drag it to the edge, and it'll snap into place. Then if you double click, then you can move the image within that locked space. Okay, so have a look at that. I mean, now that I'm seeing this, I think it's a bit too white. The colors aren't great, so I would actually go and play around with those colors a little bit more until it's a little bit easier to read. And then the home warranty page here, page 9, maybe that's not relevant for you, and your leads, you can just delete that. So if you do want to delete a page, you can do that, but if it's a page that you may use with one client but not with others, you can keep this as your template. So I would actually name this template Christy Ramage listing presentation, and then when you get a new client, you're coming in, you're customizing this. Maybe you want to put a current up-to-date market report as an additional page in here. Maybe you want to put a little bit of extra info just based on where their property is. You can add a page and customize it really for that client. And then, so this is your template. So what you would do is just go File, make a copy, and then you create a whole new editable file for that specific client. And then you can really customize it out to suit your lead. Okay? All right, so but yeah, if you wanted to delete that, you can just click on the 3 dots here, delete page, and then it's gone if that's something you'll never use. Okay. Now the last page, this is really important just to ensure that all your information is here and also is clickable. So this particular page, now when you add it to the CMA tool Core Present in KV Core, it actually does not go through as clickable. But if you just go ahead and email this to someone, like you download it as a PDF, we can actually make any of these buttons and links clickable. Now I just want to point out also, now that we've changed the colors, this little icon here looks a bit funny. So I'm just going to go in, tidy this up a bit, we'll add some links. So what I would actually do, I'm just going to scoot down to this page, copy that little makeshift logo thing I made, come back to page 9. I'm just going to ungroup this and delete logo and name, and I'm actually going to throw this up here, line it up. Okay, that looks good, and it looks a little bit jammed up in here, so I'm just going to shift everything down. You know, I might even, let's just like shrink this a bit. So again, everyone's name is going to be a little different. You might want to change the layout a little bit. You could even put like your logo over here, and maybe the licensed realtor, you've already got the information on the front page. You could even delete that. Or another option, just pop it under here. So yeah, play around. The idea is just to like create as much open space as possible, like to keep the design nice and clean and easy to read for your clients. So that's probably a good option to keep the license under there. Just going to align it in the middle and then line it up with the photo. Okay. All right, perfect. So now for the phone number, what you want to do is highlight it, put your number in. Okay, so let's say that's my phone number. See how it went bold? I'm just going to highlight it and unbold it. So now I'm going to highlight it, click on the link, and the code you want is TEL : and then paste your phone number. Oh, I didn't copy it. Okay, so that's my phone number. I just put TEL : and then what that will do is it will become clickable. It's now a link, and if someone clicks on this PDF on their phone or on their computer, it'll open up the dialer so that it'll call. Now, I don't really like when it's underlined, but if you want to keep it underlined, you can, but you can change it using this tool up the top. Okay, so same thing with the cell phone. Change the number, then click the link button. Now, if this little box doesn't come up, you can actually just highlight, right click. Whoops. Oh no, it's not going to work. Here, I'm just going to click the link button. Again, TEL : paste the number, and you're good. Okay, hit done, and then remove the underline. All right, so email address. So let's say that this is your email address. Just update it, hit copy. I'm going to hit the link button. Now for emailing, we want to do mail to : and then paste your email address. So MAILTO : and then your email. And then again, this is going to create a clickable link. Remove the underline. And then the same for the website. Type it in. Again, it went bold. I'm just going to keep it regular. Okay, copy the website, link, paste it. You can actually just put the link. You don't need anything in front of this one. Just hit OK, and you can see it's linked out. And again, it's going to underline it. Just remove that. And then your address. Now, if you're operating from home, if you don't have an address that you'd like to put in here, just delete it. It's fine. And we can just move that down a little bit. Just group everything together if you want. And then you can just put it, shift things around as you move it. And just, I like to line it out. See how that line went through the center of the headshot there? That just tells me that it's right in the center. And then we're keeping alignment and it's looking pretty. All right, perfect. So now we've got the button here. So you just want to hit edit link. Now I need to remove my link from the template there. I'll do that in just a second. So calendly.com, look, you might have a different scheduler set up. So what you want to do is just go ahead, pop it in, agent name, whatever your Calendly link is, and then hit done. And again, underline is popped up, so I'm just going to remove that. And you can also change the text color here. So if we wanted to match with the beige, we could, that kind of looks nice. And then we want to change the little arrow. So I'm just going to hit that, make it beige, or maybe like a gray color. I don't know, you can have a play around with that. See what you like. I think the gray looks nice. Okay, and then, all right, so find me on social media. So this is each button, you're going to have to link those out. Now, I would actually like all the buttons to look clear, like the LinkedIn one here. So I'm going to have to go in and change these. And it did come up with change all. So let's click that. Now, the only thing you need to be careful of is that if you have any other elements that are black, which we don't, but if you had changed some things, you just want to be careful. But now everything's matching. All right, so just really download it, check it, make sure everything looks okay. Make sure the colors are all looking good. All right, perfect. So now what we can do, let's say, all right, I've got all these social media platforms, but you know what? I don't use YouTube. It's not set up. It's not doing my business any favors yet. I haven't got the time or energy to do it, so I'm going to delete that. Twitter, and all right, perfect. So I'm going to move that in. So I'm going to put that right at the edge of media. And this one's already good in this place. So what I'm going to do is highlight this, click on position, and we're going to arrange them horizontally. So if you don't see this and you see layers, just check out the tabs at the top here, right? So make sure arrange is good. Click horizontally, and you'll see that all snapped nicely into place. I don't have to try and guess where it needs to go to look even and in line. And if you accidentally kind of move things around and this ends up over here, whatever, you can do this with any elements. You just highlight them all, click horizontally, click vertically. Now, vertically didn't work, so what I'm going to do is actually push them all to the top so that they're all in alignment, and then just pull it down a little bit. Okay, so these tools are fantastic for just getting everything where it should be. All right, so I'm going to right click on an icon, hit link. Now what you want to do is just go to your LinkedIn account and linkedin.com. Now when you do this, it's really important. A lot of agents, when I get them to fill out a survey and I ask for their links, make sure you're logged in properly. And then what will happen here, I'm not logged in on that browser. If you go to linkedin.com and this, okay, you're logged in, this is your profile. This says linkedin.com/feed. So it's not actually your profile. You have to click on your profile image and then your unique link will be up the top. Okay, so you want to copy that and then come back to the presentation and let's just do that again. You right click on the icon, hit link, paste it, done. Okay, so now it's linked out, and you can see it popped up here for me. I can actually click on that, it'll test it for me and show me that it's working. So that's great, that's looking good. Same for Facebook. Again, same kind of issues occasionally. I highly recommend create a spreadsheet, put all of your social links in one place, and you'll have way less challenges trying to find these things. So here's my page. I clicked on pages on the left side menu here, and there's my business page, and you can see there's my unique link. So you want to copy that, come back to the presentation. All right, so I'm going to right click on Facebook, put the link in, hit done. Now you're just going to keep going, right? Instagram is the same. Let me just show you. Here we go. So you really want to just, when you're on Instagram, if you're on your computer, you just want to click on profile and it'll load your profile and then your link's good. Otherwise the home page is not going to be, oh, there's Horatio. So click on profile and there's your link right there. All right, perfect. So you just right click on that, add it in, a bit repetitive, but yeah, once you're done, you're good. You can see the link, click it, test it out, make sure it's working. Now for Google, I would suggest you have two options here. You can either put your Google business review, like testimonial link, and then you just tell people, okay, we worked together, that's awesome. How about you leave a review? The link is in my presentation. So right now here, I know I'm logged into the correct account. This is where I made my Google business profile. So when I click on these 9 dots, here's my icon, Business Profile Manager. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to open up my Google business profile. And so what I can do is find this one here, ask for reviews, and this link right here, and just click the little copy icon, and that's my review link, so that if people want to leave a testimonial, they can do that. So if you'd prefer to do it that way, you can, and then that's good. They'll be able to leave a testimonial by using that link. And then if you would prefer, you can actually just go to maps.google.com, type in your name, Christy Ramage, there I am, there's my Google business profile, and then this is the actual page. So what I can do is just copy this link here, and then that will actually lead just directly to my Google business page. So I'm going to click on the icon, the pencil pops up, click on that, and I can remove a link that's in there, paste the correct one. All right, so a couple of options for that. All right, so that's pretty much it as far as editing goes. So once you're comfortable and happy, everything looks good, I like to use this button here, Present Full Screen. And then I can really just sort of sit and go, okay, does this look good? I'm going to read it. I missed a picture there. Okay, maybe the fonts aren't great, or the colors. Really just go through and view it as an end user. And you'll see here, when I click on it, all the links look connected. It's got the little pointy finger rather than the cursor. If I click on that, it's going to open it up. So perfect. All the links are working. So check the links are going where they should and operating as they should be. Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna, where did it go? So Is this it here? Oh, I just want to hit escape. All right, perfect. So that is it. That's how you edit. Now, when you're ready to download as a PDF, just hit share, click on download, and you have a couple of options here, PDF standard or PDF print. If you're printing it, that's fine, but know that none of the links will work, obviously, because it's going to be on paper, not on the computer. I would actually just remove all of these and then just align this a little bit better, like that. And you could even put, like, instead of deleting all those icons, if you wanted to print it, let's just get rid of schedule and thing. We could put that there, and you could put your like Instagram link, Facebook, and just sort of like spread it out a little bit. Use that nifty tool, space it out, yep, and then just do your @ marks and use the handles, maybe the Google Business you'd get rid of. So maybe you could just center that in the page, and then that way you can have your @ mark. Just add a little text here, just shrink it down, just make sure it matches the font as well. We're in Canva Sans, check that, Roboto. So you know what, I would actually just click on that, copy that, and then put your handle, okay, and just align it left at Kirsty Ramage. And we're probably going to have to move it over a bit too. So have a little fiddle around with that, just get the alignment, and then yeah, you should be good to go. Just do the same. Let's say hopefully your handles are all identical. That's really important. And see how when I did that, it tells me that the Facebook, it's 17 pixels apart. So if I put this and just play around with it, it should actually, oh, it's not going to do it. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? Here, just put it up here, line up my icons, and then put it apart. There we go. Now it's the same. All right. And then I would group this, group that, and then I know that it's all in line. Group that one, and then I can just go to position horizontally. Now I know they're evenly spaced, and then I can put them in the center. Okay. So that's just an option, and then I just, yeah, we can put this a bit lower. Find me on social media. All right, so if you wanted to do that for the printed version, you could, rather than having clickable links. So yeah, once you're ready to go, hit share, and you can then hit download. So PDF standard is fine, and you could do PDF print. It just ends up being very heavy, but go ahead, hit download. It's going to save to your computer. So again, and it's going to save with this file name that you named it. So be sure that's your first step, okay? Name the file, and then here we are. It's downloaded. It's loaded on my browser, but if I go to my downloads, here it is. And now these can be a little heavy, like a bit big. So if you wanted to do a PDF compress, you can Google that. There's you can just load the PDF into the browser and have it compressed, so it's a bit lighter for people to load up and send via email. So you just Google it, compress PDF, and then one of the options will come up. So I love PDF is a good one. I use that one. You just go there, select files, find your download, open it up, and it's gonna click compress, and then it'll actually go from 2.9 meg, and it's actually gonna provide a smaller, lighter file for sending. Okay, so that can be beneficial too. So before you go and compress everything, just go ahead, click your links, make sure everything's working, open in mail, that kind of thing. Do it on your phone as well, and just make sure it's all functioning properly. All right, so hopefully that helped. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you're struggling with your color palettes, logos, fonts, all that kind of stuff, just let me know. I would love to help you out with your branding. Impact branding is so important. We really want to make a lasting impression on our clients. through all avenues of marketing. You know, consistency is key. So really important to get that in line so that people remember you through each touch that you have. Okay, so contact me if you need any help. Hopefully that's going to help you win your presentation. All right, have a wonderful day.